Boosie just got arrested for
that.
gun possession and marijuana possession in Georgia.
That's crazy. Boosie can't get a break, man. Boosie can't get a break.
I mean, regular guest on the show, does our biggest interviews. His stuff always goes viral and gets memed and everything else like that. Great person. I've been dealing with him for a lot of years.
They just won't leave Boosie alone, man.
Yeah, man, I don't know the situation. I don't know whether maybe that was someone else's shit. But you can't fuck around in Georgia.
Yeah.
You can't. And, we had interviewed Boosie, and he talked about how...
One time they stopped me in my... in one of my cars and took their knife out the side when I was on the car and cut all my seats up in the back of my seats. One time I was pulled over and I had like 4,700 on me. I was on the interstate. They let me go. My money was on the car. They took it out the rubber band, say you can go now, and threw my money all over the interstate and pulled out. They came in my house one time, went in my diamond ring case, took 2 of my diamond rings. I'm just trying to think, man, goddamn.
So he moved to Atlanta, and he said in Atlanta the cops are actually kind of cool, but they're still cops.
Cops gonna be cops. They're not your friend. Like you could develop a cool professional respect for certain officers and officers that you run across regularly in the neighborhood or whatever, but you can't ever feel like they your friend or feel like they not gonna take you to jail if they get the chance to. Like you can't put that in your mind. Like the police are not our friends. Like they not. As a street dude, like not even as a street dude, just as a young black man coming up, the police were never our friend. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, from what the story goes is the cop, I guess Boosie swerved or whatever. When the cop pulled up, he smelled weed in the car, and it's like, I know Boosie's a smoker. I mean, he smokes in our interviews at his house.
I never get to smoke in Lord, though.
What do you mean?
I never get to smoke.
You never get to smoke?
Yeah. Well, I never get to smoke.
What do you mean?
In our interviews, I never get to smoke.
Well, in the studio, you can't smoke.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. I don't own this actual studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I did, you could smoke all you want. But, yeah, I'm a smoker. I smoke every day, but I don't smoke in the car. It's too dangerous.
It's a DUI now.
It's a DUI, 100%.
DUI.
100%, because you're under the influence. They go in, smell smoke in your car. Like you cannot smoke in the car. I also don't carry. I have guns, but I don't carry them in the car. I don't roll around with them. Once again, too dangerous.
Probably shouldn't. I don't roll around with guns.
Yeah.
Not that I own any, but
It's dangerous, man. And Boosie, he beat multi-murders.
Yeah, he did.
He was facing the chair, or I guess lethal injection. He was facing the needle.
He was.
In Louisiana, where they do not fucking care. He beat that shit.
That was like God's grace. Like, yeah. For a long time, I thought it was looking bad. I thought it was over for a minute. I thought it was over.
He was on 10 years probation.
Crazy.
He got off it. Once he got off it, he started smoking his ass off. Yeah, man, I hope that, the other guy in the car takes the charge. Hopefully.
I mean, he should be all right, though. That he off probation, so he should be. I say he got action at probation again or something. Probably throw him back on.
Just throw him back on probation.
Yeah, I don't think he gonna go back to jail.
Well, he said in a lot of interviews that he'll take some jail time over probation.
Probation, yeah, I heard that.
I heard Meek took an extra 10 years or some shit. I was pissed off when I heard it. You know what I'm saying? I was pissed off when I heard it. I don't know how true it is. I don't know the facts about the story. But, if I was in this situation, I wouldn't have took no extra motherfucking 10 years to come home. I'd have laid down a couple years and came home a free man. I can't say that because me and him in different situations. You gotta feel his pain too. Like if he did take that, that nigga got a son he wanted to come home and see. Shit, he know one thing, shit. You gotta get that sack take care of my boy. I just gotta do right. But as far as me, I don't think I would have took no 10. I couldn't have did right probably for no extra 10 after I already been on paper.
I doubt they gonna give him 10 years probation for that. Like, that was the nature of that, what he was fighting. But I doubt for this he gonna get 10 years probation.
You been on probation before?
I'm on probation now.
Probation right now?
I'm on probation now.
Okay. So that means even though you're technically not in prison, you're also not a regular citizen.
Exactly.
They don't need due process. They don't need probable cause.
Nope.
They could show up at your house right now and just run through it.
If they wanted to.
For no reason whatsoever.
No reason.
They could
I'm on probation.
They could pull you over for no reason and run through your car.
Subject to search and seizure.
And if they find anything, it's 100% legal. You can't say like, oh, well, he didn't have probable cause. Like, doesn't matter.
Search.
Doesn't matter. What's that like?
It's like, it's really like walking on broken glass. Like it's like walking on broken glass trying not to get cut. I swear to God, that's the best analysis I could give that. I swear, like every day of my life it feel like I'm walking on broken glass barefoot and I'm trying not to get cut.
So have you had your probation officer just show up randomly at your house?
Nah. Like, I mean, when I was on parole.
Parole, okay.
On parole, yeah, but on probation, probation a little more, like my experience with probation, it's been like a little more lenient than parole. Like that probation, they don't bother you like parole. Like parole, they gonna show up to your house, serve shit and all the bullshit, but probation is more kind of like, just don't get in trouble and report every month, you good. Like, you know what I mean? Don't catch a case, make sure you report every month, you good.
But they still give you like piss tests and stuff like that?
No, I don't get drug tested.
Oh, okay.
I don't have drug offenses. So
so it's based on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so since you live in California, you can legally smoke weed. It's not a big deal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's a plus.